stayed tuned for Pause for Thought, the podcast hosted each week by cats and dogs with a message. And now here's your friendly host, Miss Annabelle.
Welcome to Pause for Thought, where we tackle a range of topics that matter to our listeners. Before we get into today's show, I would like to clear up some confusion for our viewers. My full name is Annabelle Lee. Ever since I was just itty bitty, everyone including my teachers called me Annabelle, and so to this day I go by Annabelle. Hope that helps clear up the confusion concerning my name. Okay, well, today, we're diving into a health topic that has shaped medical history, polio. Here with us to explain more is Dr. Edwards, an expert in infectious diseases. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Edwards.
Thank you for having me, Annabelle. I'm glad to be here to discuss polio and its importance in public health.
So, let's start with the basics. What exactly is polio?
Polio, or poliomyelitis, is a viral infection caused by the poliovirus. It primarily affects young children but can infect people of any age. Most of the time, polio doesn't show symptoms or only causes mild, flu-like symptoms. But in rare cases, the virus can invade the nervous system, leading to paralysis and even death.
That's frightening. Is there a reason it targets the nervous system in these severe cases?
Yes, the poliovirus has an affinity for nerve cells, particularly in the spinal cord, which is crucial for muscle control. When the virus damages or destroys these cells, it leads to paralysis in the muscles they control. In severe cases, it can paralyze the respiratory muscles, making it difficult or impossible to breathe without assistance.
Historically, polio was a major global health crisis, wasn't it?
Absolutely. During the early to mid-20th century, polio outbreaks caused widespread fear. In the U.S., tens of thousands were infected annually, and the disease led to severe disabilities and even death. The development of the polio vaccine in the 1950s was a groundbreaking achievement that significantly reduced polio cases worldwide.
And the vaccine led to major changes in public health, right?
Yes, indeed. The vaccines developed by Dr. Jonas Salk and later Dr. Albert Sabin nearly eradicated polio. With widespread vaccination efforts, we've seen polio cases drop dramatically worldwide. The disease is now almost eliminated, with only a few areas in the world where it remains endemic.
Are there still cases of polio today?
Yes, unfortunately. While most countries are polio-free, there are still a few regions, particularly in parts of Pakistan and Afghanistan, where the virus circulates due to challenges in vaccine distribution. But public health organizations are working tirelessly to eliminate the disease completely.
For those of us who might not know, how is polio transmitted?
Polio is highly contagious and typically spreads through contact with infected fecal matter or droplets from a sneeze or cough. In areas with poor sanitation, the virus can spread rapidly, especially among children who haven't been vaccinated.
And the vaccine, how does it work to protect people?
The polio vaccines, either the inactivated polio vaccine, IPV, or the oral polio vaccine, OPV, stimulate the immune system to recognize and attack the poliovirus if it enters the body. This immunity helps stop the virus from infecting the nervous system, which prevents paralysis and other severe outcomes.
It's incredible how much vaccines have done to eliminate diseases like polio. Do you think we'll see complete eradication in our lifetime?
It's certainly possible, but we need sustained global cooperation and vaccination coverage to get there. As long as the virus exists anywhere in the world, there's a risk it could spread, so global efforts are essential.
Dr. Edwards, thank you so much for shedding light on this important topic. It's incredible to see how close we are to ending this disease for good.
Thank you, Annabelle. It's been a pleasure to share this with your listeners, and I hope it encourages everyone to learn more about the impact of vaccines.
That's all for today's episode of Pause for Thought. Thanks for tuning in, and stay informed on health issues that affect us all. We'll see you next time.